Alright, welcome back. As I mentioned in my last video, these guys are getting close to completion. By the end of my last video, I had put on all the basic weapons, just the bolters, and so now I'm going to need to, well, actually not just the bolters, also this plasma gun here is on. But I'm going to have to finalize colors on all the basic Marines, which primarily at this point is cleanup and then finish coloration and highlighting on the guns. Need to do the bases. But then I need to finish up all the backpacks. Every backpack needs to be painted. Or finish painted, because I got started on it, including the heavy weapons backpack. And oh, that reminds me, where is that? Where's the heavy weapon for that guy? Well, I'll find it. Yeah, so it's really coming along. I like how everything is turning out, and I expect these guys to be done in short order. So I'm going to go get started and then come back when we have some more progress to share. When I say we, I mean me. So let's talk a little bit about the sergeant here. He's obviously a little bit different from the other models in that he's got this tabard that goes onto the front there, which obviously I have not put on because I thought it was going to be easier to paint the tabard on its own, and so far that has definitely turned out to be true. I'm really glad that I chose to do those as separate pieces. So with the head, let's talk about that for a second. The head is Joe Sonia flesh tone base, and then over a base coat of white. So I actually base coated the brighter white color because it was going to be easier to do the flesh over that than over black. So white, then the flesh tone base, then plum pink, and that's recently been my sort of standard starting point for flesh tones recently. And then, let me see if I can get the light a little better on this. That's not too bad. So then, after that wash, I went back and used the Reichline Flesh Shade to hit some of the recesses and darken them up a little bit more, and then come from underneath and give a little bit more of a shadow down there. And really heavily into the eye sockets. I always put a heavy shadow in there when I can. Then you go back and dot the tip of the nose and the eyebrows and the cheekbones with a little bit of the base flesh color to do the highlights. With this one I also mixed black with a little bit of the flesh tone to do the stubble on the head. And then of course, you know, the eyes, and the lips. I actually used the plum pink mixed with a little bit of red, and I just dabbed the lower lip with it, and I kind of like how that looks. Then with the tabard is my standard bone color that I've been doing, which is an XV88 base. So XV88 base, put on with an airbrush. Ustabi bone also applied with an airbrush, but you know, really just trying to keep with highlights And then that lighter bone color, which I can't remember the name of, for actual highlighting, and then Reichline Flesh Shade dropped into the dividing lines between areas like where the rope and the tabard meet, and around the edge of this line at the bottom, and up here at the neckline, and then around the sword here on the chest. Yeah, so that provides a deep shadow and some really good contrast. Then this here is just Mornifang Brown that I'm using as a base for both the golds here and the rope color, which I haven't completely decided on here, and then there'll be some gold up there. And of course the green armor colors, which just have the base on right now, which is it's just Caliban green. One other thing, the plasma pistol glow, which isn't done yet, but at this point it is base coat of white, then a coat of ice blue, and then a little layer of Gilliman blue, and then I'm going to go back in and do some highlights with more ice blue, and then ice blue mixed with white. And I actually have here, so that's another one that still has the same, is at the same point in its painting that the little pistol is. So that's where I am now, and I'm going to go continue working on that, and I'll be back with you in a bit to talk about it some more. Alright, here we are back, and as you can see, we're just about done.
Everything's assembled, everything is painted with the exception of Purity Seal script, which I actually didn't realize until I was setting these guys up to shoot that hadn't gotten done. But sometimes the little things just sort of slip you by. These things happen. At this point, I gotta say I'm pretty happy. Especially with this, with Sergeant. I think he got particularly well. It's a wonderful figure. I like figures with a lot of character in their faces. The green is rather rich for being very dark. I'm very happy with that. And oh yeah, I didn't do the final colors and seals at all. Oh, there you go. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead, and not really much else to say here. I did spend some time with the backpacks and getting this guy all together, and obviously he has a pretty nifty pack there. And doing the final highlight on the plasma weapons and golds and all kinds of different little things. But you know, as you come to the end, it's always you know, dotting I's and crossing all your T's, as I say, and always more time than you want. What are you gonna? So I'm gonna go and do the last little bit of work that needs to get done, and then I'm going to do my final photo, which will appear at the end of this video. And that's going to be it for now. And I will do all later, and I think what we're going to be working on next time is all the special characters. I think that'll be my video. So look forward to that, and I'll talk